I'm Richard Carlton, and in this video I want to talk briefly about FM Starting Point and customizing the terminology and the modules